I do not encourage nor condone any of the actions performed or products shown in this video. All of the videos are produced in a safe and controlled environment. Do not attempt to replicate any of the actions performed during this video.
Hello beautiful people from the internet, it is Connie over here. Welcome back to another video. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been away for a little bit. If you haven't, that's okay, I'll tell you the story all the same. But today I'd like to just sit down and give you a couple of updates, what is going to happen to the channel moving forward, my thoughts and feelings, and honestly I just want to talk. I just wanted to sit down and enjoy this beautiful morning. So have a seat too, have a couple of deep breaths, take a couple of sips of water, and I hope you enjoy hearing me yap about what happened recently. So, you know, I have been running into some troubles with YouTube's community guidelines for a while. I did a video about it in December, and ever since then it has kept happening. So in August I got one of my reviews taken down and I wasn't able to resolve it. Usually I was always able to resolve it. They would come to their senses and reinstate my video and remove the strike from my channel. But back in August this didn't come to reality. I tried to resolve it for 2 weeks. I didn't make it through. And the other day I woke up and I had another video of mine removed, which was then again a review of a tobacco product. Something must have changed with YouTube's internal policies and they simply are not reinstating my videos anymore like they were doing in the past. So what I've decided, unfortunately, that I'm going to be doing is that I'm not going to be making any more review videos, which makes me very sad because they were one of my favorite formats. I felt like I could be funny and comedic and just have a laugh with it. You know, it was every time I would go and record a review, I knew it was going to be a good day because I was going to have a couple of smiles here and there about it. I have also deleted all of the reviews out of my channel. I simply am not going to risk it anymore. You know, I'm tired of battling against a system of robots that obviously doesn't listen to me. I'm not angry. I understand why they need to have automated systems for this sort of thing, but it just feels unfair. You know, especially because there are so many reviews on the platform and I try to be so careful with the things that I said, to not say anything overly positive about anything. I even re-recorded a couple of my recent reviews to make them a little bit more neutral and fact-based, but still I don't feel comfortable having them up, and so I've deleted them all. This came at a time where a lot of things were going wrong and I just kept asking myself, well, this is it, right? I mean, there's nothing else that's going to go wrong. I've been through enough this year and I don't know, I'm going to have some peace now, right? And I just woke up some random day with an email saying I had a strike on my channel because a video of mine got removed because it violated a policy, and now I couldn't upload or do live streams for a week, which made me very sad because I have never missed an upload day over the past almost 4 years of making videos, you know. It felt sort of like a forced vacation, although I'm currently still at the point in time where I cannot upload, so I'm recording this, but I won't be able to upload it until 4 days from now, I think. You know, I feel like this year really has given me thick skin. I feel like I'm being thrown little pebbles here and there. My skin has hardened a little bit so they don't hurt as much. I remember back in December when this happened for the first time, I was so anxious. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. You know, my channel is very, very important to me. And when I'm being faced with the prospect of losing it, because if you get 3 strikes in the time span of 90 days, they just delete your channel out of existence, I felt really scared. You know, it's not only the work that I've done, the creativity I've put into it, the skills I've built, but also just the history of hanging out with you guys and getting to know all of you, and thinking of losing that made me very, very scared. So although it obviously saddens me a lot, I'm not going to be making any more reviews, and I know that's some of you guys' favorite format too. So you're welcome to unsubscribe if that's all you were here for. I am sorry. I'd like to provide, but I won't be able to. But you know, at the end of the day, I think that I've really learned acceptance this year. If I had to do a summary of my year, I would say I've built a lot of resilience. I've built a lot of acceptance. I've learned that the world is not fair, which I already knew, but now that feeling is exacerbated. I've learned that working online can be really cool, but sometimes it can also be really difficult because I don't have a person that I can go to and talk about the issues that I'm having, to have them help me solve them, you know? At the end of the day, I'm just talking to a bunch of robots in YouTube chats, and that's okay, you know? If I really cannot do anything about this, then I'm not going to dwell on it forever. It just feels sad and it feels a little bit unfair, but what can I do, you know? So moving forward, I'm going to keep recording all of my other types of content, like the routines and the sit down and chat videos, and even reacting to older videos of mine, or, you know, just changing things up a little bit, because it truly is not that serious. I've been thinking, oh my goodness, this is the most serious thing in the world. I'm being faced with the prospect of losing my channel and my work, but even if that happens, it's going to be sad, but I'm going to have the memories. I have all of my videos saved too, which is a very, very big blessing. And however unfair it feels, I just have to accept it the way that it is, you know? So I hope you understand why I'm not making any more reviews for YouTube. You know, at the end of the day, I'm really happy with myself, because this happened in December, then it happened again in April. And in both of these instances, I felt my blood boiling, I felt angry, I felt betrayed, sort of. I felt annoyed. But now, I feel like after so much that I went through this year, not just with the channel, but with my family, losing the home, getting my car broken, losing my cats, it was just a lot of loss. And I feel like when I thought about losing yet another thing that was so precious to me, I felt scared. But I also know that, you know, there's more, I suppose. There's more out there that I'm going to enjoy doing. I sincerely hope that I can keep my channel for the rest of my life. And that is why I'm taking this step, you know, to make sure that I can keep it. But I definitely do feel a little bit defeated. I can't lie. It is sort of a heavy feeling of powerlessness. I wish I could do something about it, but I can't, and I'm not going to waste my energy on something that is not going to work for me. So I'll keep being here on the channel. I'll keep doing all sorts of silly videos, and I'm just not going to do reviews anymore. And that is the update I wanted to share with you today. This is actually a very nice morning to be sharing this update, because the birds are singing and the sun is shining and it just feels peaceful. I feel like if I was recording this in a rainy morning or a very cloudy morning, it would feel heavier, but I actually feel some peace of mind. And I definitely think that the environment is helping me in that way. So I want to thank you all so much for having followed my journey up until now. I do feel defeated, but I am not defeated. I'm going to keep making videos. Thank you for being here for me. I appreciate you so much. And regular scheduled videos are going to keep going up from now on. I'll see you all very soon. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, alright? Bye!